Coffee channel. This week I am going to be reviewing a coffee from Coava Coffee Roasters out of Portland. They're one of the big names in the Northwest. Coava, it's been around, I think Coava means coffee, but anyway, I think they've been around about 20 years. And they have a pretty good reputation up there in the Northwest. And this is a Colombian Nora Pillimue, and it has a roast on date. It is a washed coffee, and it is from a Captura coffee plant. And let's see what it looks like. Looks like about a medium roast. Medium white roast. Smells beautiful, smells great. Anyway, we're going to analyze it. I think I'm going to pull some with a French press. Maybe I'll pull some shots, and I'm going to cup it. I'm going to let you know what I think about this coffee and give you my full scorecard on my SCA specialty coffee form. So anyway, I'll be right back, and I'll start letting you know what I know about this coffee. Welcome back. I have been cupping, French pressing, pulling shots, made a cappuccino, analyzing this coffee from Coava for the last hour, and I'm about ready to let you know a few things I found out about it. Let's start with the analysis. It is a 67 on the outside skin, 73 ground. Light roast, American roast. The vector is very close together, so that makes it sort of a slow, longer roasted coffee, since both numbers are pretty close to each other. Extremely, flavors, actually, sense of tangerine, citrus, vanilla, carries over to the cup. Same thing in the cappuccino, lots of citrus, tangerine, there's a nice acidity to it, very citrusy, tangerine, lemon. Makes a very nice cup of coffee. I'm not sure, how I really feel about citrusy, lemony type coffees, but it is a third wave coffee, so it's a unique experience. I'm not sure if I'd want to drink this coffee all the time, but anyway, I am going to drink this coffee for the next day or two. I'm going to make some cold brew, and I'll be right back and let you know what my full SCA scorecard is on this coffee and how it rated. Be right back. Welcome back. I've been drinking this coffee for the last day. This cold brew's been in the refrigerator for about 20 hours, and let's give it a try. Nice taste, not too much. Nice color, nice orangish color. Not so much tangerine, but it does have a very citrusy, lemony taste to it. Not my favorite, but when it comes to cold brew, I really prefer a naturally processed, fruity flavor coffee, for me personally. But in terms of this tangerine, citrusy flavored coffees, I was just thinking if I was to match it with a food preference, I would probably match it with fish, swordfish, maybe some other types of fish, but that's what I would probably pair it with. It's a nice coffee. One of the other things I did notice about this Coava coffee was the bag size. It is only 300 grams. Most coffees nowadays are 12 ounce or 350 grams. This is basically 10 and a half ounces. So at $16, you know, it's kind of a little pricier than most other coffees, but they're putting a slightly less in. But you know, it was a good coffee, and I'm gonna give you my scorecard right now. So we had a 67 on the bean, whole skin, 73 on the analysis. So this is sort of a light American type of roast. Fragrance, sweet tangerine. I gave it a 9. Didn't have a real strong aroma, but it had a nice pleasant aroma. And actually, in all the brewing, it made a very nice bloom. So obviously the coffee is very fresh. On the break, it was tangerine vanilla, carried all the way through to the flavor, citrusy vanilla tangerine. On the flavor, I gave it a 9.25. On the aftertaste, I gave it 9.5. It did have a really nice, long, lingering taste in your mouth. Acidity. Had a nice, sort of short, clean acidity. I gave it a 9. Sweetness, it had a nice sweet undertone, but not too much sweetness. But it was still good. I gave it a 9. Bitterness, none. So that's a 10. Mouthful, there again, kind of a very full mouth. I gave it a 9.25. Balance, I gave it a 9. No defects, odors, or nothing odd about it. So that was a 10. And overall drinkability, you know, this is where I get some subjective. Citrusy, Walsh coffees, not really my favorite, but I did give it a 9. Like I said, this coffee would pair really nicely if you were serving some sort of seafood, fish dish, particularly something like swordfish. Other than that, that's my review. I hope you got some value out of it. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do so. Do new reviews every Friday, different coffee every week. And if you enjoyed or got any value out of it, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Thank you much. See you next week. Bye-bye.